Today in the battle arena, well, we've got two giant flying monsters going head to head. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's Rodan versus the Warbat. So, who's coming out on top here? Who wins? Well, let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Daniel and this is DanCo. Thanks so much for watching the channel. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications. More videos like this one every single week. Also, please sign off in the comments for any future videos that you would like to see. Now, let's get into the fight. And starting out, I want to take y'all on a little journey back to 1991. A little place called Isla de Morro, Mexico. That's when Monarch discovered an ancient beast buried deep inside a volcano. A giant beast with literal lava flowing through its veins. Rodan, the fire demon, the king of the skies. Monarch built a containment facility around the monster, and all was good. Everything was fine, everything was going well, until 2019, when Emma Russell, a former Monarch scientist, and her group of eco-terrorists decided to wake the big guy up. And let me tell you, Rodan definitely woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It wasn't pretty. He immediately started wreaking havoc and destroying shit and knocked down a whole town. And all that was just by flapping his wings. Went in there just like, flap, flap, bitch, and destroyed the whole town. And that wasn't all. After busting up like all of Mexico, he was definitely feeling himself a little bit, because then he came right at King Ghidorah. He took the fight to King Ghidorah. I mean, obviously it didn't really work out too well for him because it was King Ghidorah, but still, I mean, you gotta admire the confidence. But so Rodan loses to Ghidorah, and from that moment on, recognized King Ghidorah as the true alpha, as his alpha, was a loyal follower. Helps him destroy Washington, D.C., then they go up to take down Boston together. Didn't really go well for him though. Godzilla beat King Ghidorah, eventually, and Mothra beat Rodan. He didn't die though, and from that point on, well, Rodan swore his allegiance to the true rightful alpha titan of planet Earth, Godzilla. So for starters, Rodan is just big. He is big. He weighs almost 40,000 tons, is 150 feet tall. And while that might not sound like too much, get this. He's got a wingspan of almost 900 feet. Like I was saying when he destroyed that city, he's able to create some massive shockwaves with his wings. Just literally flying overhead was enough to knock down all those buildings. Like he creates essentially natural disasters just by flying. He tackled Mothra through a building, destroyed jets just by squeezing them with his feet and talons. Then yeah, he did fight against King Ghidorah. And then Rodan's not just big and strong, but he's also fast and tough. He's able to shake off plenty of missiles. Oh, those basically do nothing to him. And he survived those attacks from Mothra. Although it is kinda shocking just how much punishment this little moth can dish out. Rodan even took a point-blank blast from King Ghidorah's gravity beam. And like throughout all the rest of the movie, Ghidorah's gravity beam was matching square up against Godzilla's atomic blast. And Rodan took it square in the chest. He's also fast enough to keep up with fighter jets. So yeah, definitely can't overlook that. But then we also definitely can't overlook the Warbat either. I mean, they're coming for Rodan's throne here as the king of the skies. We should probably talk about them. They live down in the subterranean rainforest down in Hollow Earth. And dude, they are super aggressive. I mean, that's kind of how they got their name. Any little thing flying around up there, they're going to try and fight it. and they're going to try and kill it. They're going to try and bring it down out of the air. And we actually saw this play out in action. They destroyed one of those little flying machines that the Monarch crew was flying around in. Then they set their sights on Kong. And even though Kong, instantly killed one of them, turns out that bashing them on the head with a giant rock will do that. The other one put up a real good fight, very nearly killed Kong. It got up in there with its giant bat wings and just smothered the big guy. And for as strong as King Kong is, and trust me, the big guy is real strong, he couldn't break out. He couldn't break through the Warbat's wings, couldn't get out. It took a whole barrage of missiles to break its hold. But then Kong did, well, what Kong does best. So those are our two guys. Those are our two monsters. Now, who's coming out on top here? Who wins? Well, there are a few things here in Warbat's favor. He's nearly as big as Rodan, clocking in at a little over 25,000 tons. He's real flexible, is able to just wrap and contort his body like a big old snake. And then even though we never saw it actually happen during its little fight with Kong, Warbats can spray out venom from these glands inside their wings. So it's not like an instant victory for Rodan. A Warbat's definitely gonna push him, definitely gonna make him fight for that title as the King of the Skies. That being said though, that little disclaimer out of the way, I definitely think Rodan is winning this one. Yeah, I think Rodan is coming out on top for sure. Just for starters, he's bigger. Warbat might be pushing him. Rodan might not be drastically bigger, but still bigger. That's a huge factor here. When it comes to animal fights, and I guess we can call these guys animals, the vast majority of the time, just the bigger animal wins the fight. Sometimes it's as simple as that. The bigger, heavier animal wins. But that's not all. Rodan's also tougher. Because, he was taken out by Mothra and Ghidorah, but he was making Mothra work for it. And King Ghidorah is King Ghidorah. The guy was beating Godzilla. Losing to him almost doesn't count. On the other hand, while one of the Warbats did have Kong on the ropes, the other one was beat with one hit. That's not great. All in all, though, I think Rodan has just shown more power. I don't really know of a better way to describe it. Even if one of the Warbats wrapped itself around Kong, were you ever really worried that it was going to kill Kong? No, it just felt more like a nuisance, like a little pest. If we're going to tier rank all the monsters in the Monsterverse and Godzilla, then I put these guys more on the same level as a fully grown skullcrawler. Definitely a threat to a lot of monsters, definitely a threat to humans, but they're not really a threat to the big boys in the Monsterverse. And I'm not saying that Rodan is on that same tier as the big boys himself, but I am saying I think from what he's shown us, he's more in the same tier as the Mutos or Mothra, the middle tier. Not quite Godzilla or Kong, but also above skullcrawlers and Warbats. So yeah, Rodan is coming out on top here. Rodan wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Who do you think wins this fight? Also, be sure, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see y'all next time.